Listening for any footsteps, listening for any noise, and now they start to group back up over here with 4 on the A site. Hugo, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. No time for pleasantries. We're right into the action with a one-man B hold. It's already gone, and with that, the site lost. Nip, run wild. Vitality, I like that float play, right? Just trying to play off the first contact, but Nip, they took their time to execute into the B bomb site, and now the kills all coming to them. CT's chasing through ruins, S-Tag with a trade, Bernarda getting retaken, but Nip give it up and look to bring the fight back through spawn.
Yeah, they're rushing Apex down. Now he's trying to play with them. He's trying to isolate these two little fights while he's got them, but nothing getting found. Leaves it all onto Masuta. Up through Banana, time ticking away. And it is starting to turn against him in a very big way, just buying time at the back of the site. Is the
Vitality been very mobile on the CT side already, going to pull a third player towards A. Masuta cleans out Banana. That should keep zywoo on this A site, especially with shox getting the contact. He smokes off long, beckons them to go up the short side where Kyojin is lobbing utility. No significant damage though. Device has taken that scout, but only for a moment.
Okay.
shox finds him through the smoke.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly from Shoxy. All right, lad. He's called for a bit of a rotation as well, right? zywoo's made his way around. Kyojin spotting these players over at short. And IP, not where they want to be. This force buy ain't looking so fruitful for them. Shox is still taking liberties on the long side, just trying to keep them pincered in. They've got them stuck here. And Shox will get traded after one, but that's where zywoo is meant to be able to hold the line. And he'll do exactly that. Takes one to the grave with him. S-Tag all alone, 1-on-3, FAMAS in hand. And they're all around him.
Maybe loosen up.
Yeah, I'm curious, you know, for this NIP squad. Oh. All right, happens, mate. Yeah, you know, yeah. Luckily enough, it's just a Glock round, so you're not too worried. What I was going to say is, I'm interested about this NIP squad. I think, you know, when you look at someone like S-Tag, rightfully so, there's going to be a fair bit of attention put on him. I think it was after Blaster, a trial and tribulation so far.
Yeah, that language thing's definitely apparent, right? Well, we see Swedes and Danes. You know, there's some similarities. Even NATO Safigs put a tweet out recently about how when he played with Freiburg in Heroic, you know, there were similar issues like that in those hectic moments, and yeah, Counter-Strike communication is key. You've got to be quick, and you've got to be clean with how you present your data. 3-1, but this is a little bonus round for Vitality. Despite that, the grenades have done all the work in this round to begin. Look at Nip, they are bruised a little bit. That's going to soften them up for these rifles. Masuta waiting on contact. Flash is good, though he drops off. They know. They saw him go down, and the second flash almost saves him, but almost won't cut it. Hampus blinded with the entry. Nip gets smoked off, but that's fine. It gives them a chance to relax. A 5-on-4, bleed out a little bit more utility that Vitality have done a good job of holding on to for the moment. Nip are going to double back. Vitality haven't swayed in their defense. Still 3 on A. It's Nip going into the stack.
Yeah, and you know, this is maybe feeling like Vitality, you know, trying to have that read, because thus far, you know, you think about how these rotations have been on guys like Masuta, for example. He's often been very, very keen to rotate at the slightest sign of trouble. So they maintain this 3-man A-hold. They have a good idea of what NIP might be planning. And zywoo's actually going to throw his own smoke in Moto, now trying to play around this. He's gotten himself into the cubby, and this is by design. This gives him a nice little angle to try and shut this down from zywoo. How does he connect that second shot? Device trying to deal with Kyojin, but time's running out. Time's a problem.
Right now, and the rounds are showing for it. 4-1, another broke by. No one peeking deep down mid. Don't want to give Device that deagle yet again. Instead, he's Tech-9 straight up the top and gone in an instant. Apex keeping that info down. Banana jumping and trying to find some pot shots. Even a boost. Rez, he looked lights out on Nuke earlier on, right? Taking down Astralis. This guy was having an incredible game. And considering, you know, we're referencing Blast again, like, that was not a good tournament for him. He was one of the bottom-rated players. And so it was reassuring to see him now back in Sweden doing better than ever. But can he keep that up in this series? Gone from this round, as the pistols should be, and it's not Inferno. You're just looking to get that money broken. Not winning against the bonus round, obviously, is going to leave you in a bit of a rough early spot. We got a one-way.
One-way, all right.
Line up. Shox over the top. but you see a smoke in there and you're going to be a little bit worried if you're Nip. So I always found an opener and the legs are removed by shoxy. Even a tag on the corner. Rez is low as well. This is not the round, not the start that Nip wanted nor needed. Molly is going to trap Masuta here, but zywoo through the wall. Right above the head of his teammate, finds device. This round's done. Forget about it. Rez, 1 on 5, he's good, but not this good.
Yeah, no. Well, so you'd like to think. There he is tapping out the first. However, I get nervous around this this spammable wallmate with zywoo still donning that AWP over towards the top of Banana. Rez gonna go back, try get the bomb. He's got 55 seconds, but time is the only thing he's got, and even that is gonna turn against him.
I mean, Apex, oh sorry, Kyojin could leave A, right? We got shox on this deep angle down alt mid. He's fully cleared it out right now. Vitality know it has to be B at the current point. So zywoo's here with the AWP. 2 already in the round. Rez looking to creep through the edge of the smoke. He hears Apex reposition, but zywoo should trade. Even if this kill comes in, he should trade, and he does. Keep
7 rounds in, and already we're seeing some grimy little smokes out of Vitality. I really do love it. There was the one that zywoo dropped over at Moto. Now you've got that little one-way couple with the boost over in Boiler. Oh, and even more down towards Banana. It's one of these smokes that lets you take that peek over the top of Car. Apex lines up a double on the back of it, that little Fury smoke. And now, well, NIP walking wounded up through Banana. They've got pistols. They're not really fancying much in this round here.
I think it's really cool that we're in a time at the end of the year now that we have roster changes on the horizon, confirmed and unconfirmed, rumored. We know there are going to be teams moving around, and Vitality are one of them. And when we look at like roster changes upcoming, a lot of teams we could understand if they maybe fell short in a couple of tournaments or didn't show up in a big.
That's going to be very important to the NIP squad right now.
Poor Rez, man. He just cleared that. He'd mollied off the corner. He'd taken Banana for free. He gives it up thanks to retake utility and then just walks dry into a 1v1 that Masuta wins out, who's just kept it up. So B is gone.
Yeah,
Vitality know it.
I think that's a little bit scary as well. It's like, this isn't really a default anymore. It's an alien, right? Like, you've lost that Banana control on the back of having Rez bested in that head-to-head versus Masuta. And so now, you don't know what's happening over towards B. You don't know how aggressive Vitality you've got. It really only leaves you with this A play. And so here they come. Plopsky and Hampus will both get open as zywoo trying to keep Vitality in this round. It's a 3-on-3, and suddenly, Nip, they've made some magic happen here. They've turned this into a winnable spot. But can they get it over the line to find themselves a second round?
The benefit of using all the clock is Vitality just have no utility left for this round. You're going to need those kills to come in, and with a re-smoke at Moto, they've got to go right through their final smoke. Apex leads with it. Double peak, Plopsky finds one, and now the short wrap. At a certain point, you might just have to give it up. You've got a bit of money, but not worth it, not realistic. So
because if zywoo misses, suddenly Kyojin had to hold the line, and he's done actually a bang-up job of that, getting a double, going above and beyond. So often that goes wrong and that player's just fed to the wolves, but instead it's Vitality.
And 3 AKs at least, and Vitality still not shying away. They're loving to get involved in this early round. That's a tag device as well.
Bloody hell. All right, we're getting that end of year zywoo coming through. It's always good when he appears. He's like, Krampus. Is that the bad Santa? I think that is. Yeah.
What? The Grinch?
No, dude, yeah,
Krampus.
he's like Devil Santa, basically.
Okay. He's the guy who fills your stockings full of coal.
I think he's more murderous, actually, if I remember right. But here's zywoo over in middle. He's pretty murderous as well, as it turns out, isn't he? Here he goes. Ooh. It's only a tag, a rare act of mercy, and the MAC-10 will churn him up. Now, oftentimes, when zywoo has fallen, this A bomb site has kind of been, thrown up in the air, and this round is no different. NIP, they get past that big name. They break their way through that iron wall in top mid that zywoo is, and Vitality are left in another one of these 3-on-3 retakes. Once again, much like last time, it's Apex over at Moto, and it's a double short side retake. Now, Device gonna nail the opener. Masuta already dead. Last time, Vitality saved here. This time, they're looking to give it a go. And with that kill to Device, they've got themselves a fighting chance. In they come. shoxy spots him down in the pit, and S-Tag swept the deep to grind out this series now, and zywoo might get punished, although it's a big might, and zywoo's mightier. He's on for 3, the nade does get rid of him, but still, it's a round for Vitality on the radar. And, I mean, now look at him.
All right, Nip. gun round now. Through the smoke, and this is the play you're going for. 11-2 down. You've never won these banana fights. Flash was primed and ready. It never went out. Hampus just walks to his death. Another opening fight won by Vitality and another nade to follow in their footsteps. Nip get put down to 50 on 2 counts. zywoo, Molly, Flash, you name it, they got it. And Kyojin entry upon. zywoo misses a shot and now has to finally give it up. Back to the bomb site with him. Vitality re-aggress for Banana and Masuta. Again, not punished. Why stop doing it? Wow. He gets 2. He doesn't see the regroup. Nipper just getting back in position. He's caught hitting the wall up in the air. That might give Nip a breath of life in this round as they have a 2-on-1 in the B bomb site now.
Yeah, Apex does have this incendiary. That could buy you a few more seconds, but it's not long enough to get rotations in, right? So instead, he plays it different. He goes, look, I'm not going to try and slow it down. In fact, I'm not even going to let them know I'm here. This flash is when Apex is hoping a peek, and, well, it's zywoo to actually steal that one away. Don't really know how. Smoke's down, but Plopsky, 1-on-3, knows about Apex at the very, very least, knows about the AWP back in CT. shox is a bit of a mystery. You don't know where that third player is. With this swing, he's dealt with Apex. 20 seconds left here.
2 bullets.
2 bullets, 2 players to go up against, and he's going to have to scavenge that AK from the ground. But here's that banana flank, man. shox, you never knew where he was. But yeah, here's that flashbang going over. Timing on it is perfect. Yeah. However, Rez was playing anti-flash.
Team kill.
Yeah, he only killed twice amongst the whole thing. But it's fine. It's fine. That's what you tell yourself, at least. It's a 4-on-4, and we're 2-12 down, and we just TK'd. It's fine. Here's the group up for the A play. Vitality are calling for rotations back around. shox over in library. zywoo still in CT. He's going to be here fairly quickly. shox wants to get this info and then just stay alive. He's playing this cubby again. He's committed to this fight, and Hampus, I might make him a little bit scared of commitment. Kyojin's got to do it again from the back of the site. He's dropped the bomb, he's on for a double, and he's once more given Vitality a fighting chance at a retake in an even odds bout.
Yeah, you can't ask for more, right? Kyojin and Masuta have both been great at double kills when they're left on their own. S-Tag are down in the pit with Rez as well, 2 of the bottom performers in the numbers, at least for Nip right now. But if there were any moment to step up to try and grab a 3rd round at the end of the half, zywoo flashing Apex up short side, and it's blind. Rez is gone. S-Tag with the taps. He's found both. Oh dear.
How was it getting patronized?
They're going to get aggressive, man. They're going to try and push the boundary right down middle. It's only Device keeping the attention. No idea that there are 3 players right down the bottom of mid, and now the info comes in. Masuta and zywoo combine. zywoo again robbing frags, but they're fired right back by Nip as they're on a 4-on-2, and they're looking to keep it clean as well. Why stop now? Plopsky alone at B. He knows shox is coming. The call has been made. Vitality have no flashes. They're just running in off of 1.
Yeah, they've netted the opener. All that util for S-Tag hasn't done too much to soften them up. Plopsky, back of the site here. Flash is raining over from Device. But he's dead after 1. And now we get into this little post-plant scenario. It's a 3-on-3. Bomb now going down.
This nade won't stop plant. It's coming in behind Fountain.
And so...
Changed it.
Yeah, they changed their mind. zywoo, 2-on-2, and Apex still holding on to the coffins. He wins that fight, and suddenly this is flipped on its head. Device trying to rise up against it. If they come B, well, they're running into the 3 M4s. If FaZe lost right away, the 3 M4s save. If they do come to you, though, you've got a very good chance of making something happen in this round. So it's a neat little gamble to have taken. Apex spots one of these guns, but at that point, that's not alarm bells ringing yet for Vitality, right? 1 player with a gun, that's nothing to write home about. That's pretty normal. You're not concerned yet. But it's if you try to go in, if you commit to this, you're going to end up in the belly of the beast.
Yeah, dissolved by the stomach acid. Orb thrown to Apex, he's low. Kyojin's holding for the rotates out of A. There's not going to be any aggression right now out of Nip. They're just holding strong. Back quad molly coming in for zywoo. They're in no hurry. Still 30 seconds. You got to go eventually. These smokes are being lined up. They're doubling back to check no one's push, but at this point, it's got to be an A play. Full BX set coming in the meantime. A little fakey play out of Vitality, and now it is up to those 2 Deagles. They've got to do everything. Hampus has figured out the hard way, and he can't get the kill. Finally converts onto zywoo. Masuta trades 1 man in the middle of the bomb site with it all to do, and it is Device. Deag for 1, but Kyojin trades, and that might just be the end of the round. The only thing tempting you back in is the 3-on-3, and Nip are running for it.
Yeah, and you know, it is your 3 rifles still left standing. You're really hoping that they've got it in them, that you've got what it takes to somehow steal this one away. The Deagles, they've lived up to their side of the bargain, but the M4s, they've not done so well. Already losing S-Tag, Rez and Plopsky. They need to go above and beyond with Plopsky put out of the round and Rez only. Right, no one's gonna shoot you on these rotations. However, you still had to clear a lot of ground, right? As you got to the A bomb site, it's a ballsy call to have made. But they reap the reward of it.
Yeah, it's possible they even built up an idea of the weaponry as well. They saw 2 M4s on B, they saw a Deagle on A. It could have been called by Vitality. Now, gun's been grabbed, and Vitality go, have it. We want the round, we want the map, we want the A bomb site as they run up the long side. Smoke on Arch, there's still Library to worry about. Hampus gets flashed in, but as that smoke lands, his vision is gone. Got to get the reload in. Smoke does hit an opponent, but it won't stop them on their trajectory towards this A site. Just Device again. Shots can't connect. They're going through, and Apex is here to maul them. 2 kills before the trade. More guns to be given, but the bomb's planted. Vitality needs to get Device out of the pit where he stands, but it's only 1 before the trade comes in. Device throws himself into the round. Kyojin cut off by the smoke. It shocks his orb. It needs to stand tall, and it can't. Kyojin can't close either, and Nip do get that retake going. They've been very quick on the rotations, but it makes sense with how clear Vitality's commits have been. You lose Banana in that fashion, the best call is to just speed up into the A site after spotting a really heavy B play. And so Nip, they hold on by the skin of their teeth, but it's still such a comeback, Harry.
Yeah, and you know, man, on top of that, it's like, when you kind of look at this, you know, like pound for pound, the Vitality individuals are really looking solid right now. You know, like CT half, you have Masuta just holding that banana control time and time again, looking impeccable. zywoo with this great start. Everyone's had their moments. You know, Kyojin with the A anchors has looked really, really good. So it makes me a little bit nervous because while we do have like Plopsky and Device giving us a good game, I think we need to have that kind of third man, that trifecta start to shine through for Nick. Usually I look towards someone like a Rez, but he's had a bit of a rough time here.
Yeah, T-side was just one-on-ones up B. And I mean, you know, he got a couple in the last round, grabbed that gun from B and got the retake going. Maybe that could invigorate him. Ooh. The second half. Device very close and wallbang by zywoo through the wood. shox looks to follow up, he can't. zywoo, his turn again. Does connect the head. 2 on 3. Oh. It shouldn't be around, but you can never count this Deeg out. Masuta's on long, and he's won another 1v1. Now we can start to wrap the B bomb site. As long as zywoo doesn't lose the package, he's got Masuta on a timing to backstab S-Tag. This leaves Hampus with nothing to do, so he aggresses towards mid.
Oh, it's so weird. The timing's so odd, right? zywoo is
sandwiched.
zywoo's kind of aware of this idea that someone could be creeping down middle. He's waiting around right now to see if he gets re-aggroed onto, but as you say, he's somewhat sandwiched in. zywoo, oh no, he's seen the barrel. Hampus needs this kill. That's the bomb. This could be it, but zywoo's nailed him with the Deagle, and now it's just S-Tag. They know that he was over towards B, so the A bomb site's open back up, and Vitality with just Deagles, just 2 of them. They might be able to make a round happen after all. S-Tag, by the way, while this has been happening, they lost CT. He's got to clear everything on this retake. Oh, Vitality, they might be on to 15 in one hell of a way. S-Tag creeping through the library. It's been some real brilliance out of Vitality.
For the Swedes and the Danes. Hampus right down middle. Just trying to get anything. Vitality won't give him the satisfaction. Oh, unscoped timing there as well. Cannot catch a break, can they? And what a time to just pop into B in the first 20 seconds of the round. Plopsky's wiggling. zywoo's trying to tap him out. S-Tag on the boost as well, and with the smokes coming down, you've got more than enough cover. Vitality just got to run wild. They don't care about the CT smoke. They just want the round, they want the map, and they want NIP's pick in this series. It shouldn't be too difficult now. 5 on 3, and zywoo's
look at him.
Can he find 30 at the end of things? Not quite, and so his team will close it out instead.
Yeah, there's really not much going for Nip here. Vitality are hunting down the 2 remaining players, and they're looking to get it locked in. They're looking to win it decisively, and they're looking to really just show how confident and how disrespectful they're able to be throughout this entire affair. Only Hampus left, and all that's left to do is the honourable thing. There's the swing, takes the head off of Masuta, but that should be journey's end for Hampus. That should be it stolen away, and so 60